I think Supercross should be showcased around the world.
It's huge in the States, and it's huge for a reason.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
Go for it.
All right.
What's great about Supercross is you can see the whole track. There's really not a spot in the stadium where you'll miss a piece of the battle.
This sport is the most exciting sport on the planet.
Our heart rates are completely maxed out.
It's a full contact sport. You're in these tight confines of a stadium.
If we're an inch too far, inch too short, it could be the end of our year.
For sure, there's a racing side, but also the show side. It's just crazy entertainment.
Each and every time I have a new friend come to a race, they're just completely blown away.
I just think that there's no other sport like it.
It's a sport that needs to be recognized. Hopefully this is the next step.
I'm very fortunate to be one of the guys that gets to go do that.
It's going worldwide, man. What more can we ask for?
The World Supercross Championship is, and then I got my answer, right?
Yeah.
All right.
The World Supercross Championship is a time for us to change the game.
The World Supercross Championship is something I've dreamed of for years and years.
A fresh new take on Supercross.
The real deal.
Bringing the most exciting sport in the world all over the globe.
The World Supercross Championship is awesome. The World Supercross Championship is unreal.
The World Supercross Championship is global.
Unique.
The future of the sport.
Freaking awesome.
The World Supercross Championship is here. The impressive Principality Stadium in the Wales capital city of Cardiff is normally home to the Wales Rugby Union, the Wales national rugby team. But tonight, it plays host to a bit of dirt bike racing history, the first ever race for the World Supercross Championship. Croeso I Cymru, everybody. Hello and welcome to Wales. I'm Ralph Shaheen alongside my good buddy and longtime colleague, the 1996 Supercross World Champion Jeff Emmett. And you know, it was about 100 years ago, back in 1924, at about 3 hours from here in Camberley, Surrey in southern England, the sport of motocross was born. It was much more rudimentary than what we're going to do here tonight. And Jeff, back then it was known as a scramble. Tonight, we make history with the first ever World Supercross Championship. We're taking Supercross global for the first time ever. How big is this night for these racers?
I mean, it's absolutely massive. You know, you think back to when the motorcycle was invented, man threw a leg over it, they wanted to go race it. Then let's take it from the road, let's take it off-road. And so almost 100 years you go from, to racing in the hillsides to where we are now. We have some of the finest athletes and Supercross riders in the world here tonight. Everybody in this stadium loves the sport of Supercross. Now, the FIM World Supercross Championship is in Cardiff.
SX2 GP1 getting ready, so let's take a look at our GoPro track map. Jeff?
Well, I was just talking about short start. You're going to go down and make a left here, and you have got to get the bike turned wide. Now that we're in the main races, you're going to see everybody push really wide there. Second turn is going to be critical. If you can get over this triple jump here and have the lead, you can really establish yourself and ride the lines that you want. Everybody behind you, it's going to be total carnage. Also on the first lap, when you come through this rhythm section into this 180, if you've got somebody, they're behind you, you want to guard that inside and up at the finish line. That is a lap in Cardiff.
And then Jeff, it picks up and will start to accelerate around here.
Yeah, a little bit quicker here, right? Taking one more look at it. I don't know if anybody said a fast lap like this. I'm sure. Oh, the arrow jumped the quad, so there it is.
Yeah.
That's the new fast lap here in Cardiff.
That's a full lap here. Was our GoPro track map, and now we get ready for SX2 GP race number 1. 250cc 4-stroke machines. Well, you know Max Anstey's quick, and I like his gate pick, Jeff. Just 3 in from the far left. In front of the home crowd. You know the adrenaline is pumping inside the rider on the 99. All right, here we go. GP race number 1, SX2. Drop the gate.
Oh.
Mitchell Oldenburg working the inside on the 48. He's going to come out with the early lead. Oldenburg will lead him into the rhythm lane.
Chisholm with the second place start.
Here's Moss on the 102, and he's got Chris Bloss right there with him.
A couple of teammates going at it. Bloss really had to get on the binders to not hit Moss, his teammate.
And Dylan Walsh in the number 53 Kawasaki. As you see 3 Cowies all riding right there in that group, about 5th, 6th, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Lots at the front of that group.
Yeah, lots of bar banging right now. Early part here. I mean, you got to wonder, where's Oldenburg?
Aaron Tanti, you're on board with him.
Bogle back in 18th right now.
Coming up on the inside of Tanti is a 53 at Walsh.
And keep in mind here in SX2, World Supercross Racing, this British Grand Prix, the races are 6 laps long. I mean, it is, you have got to make it happen right away. The bad start that Bogle got is really going to cost him. He's back in 15th right now, and Steve 14th. Both of those riders were really quick in the heat race.
And it's not like we're going to move on to the WSX race for their first GP. No, you're going to get SX2 GP number 2 right after this. You make a quick break, and you're right back in the game.
Oldenburg puts himself in a great position. Oh, now look at some of the riders here taking that inside line.
There goes the 9-10 Carson Brown. Carson back in 9th.
That's
Problems
not
there
good
for Bogle.
Oh, after a heat win, he's got problems with his machine. Not quite sure what's going on there. Now remember, there's still 2 more final Grand Prix races here, but if they can't get that bike fixed, he could miss race 2.
You caught a glimpse of Chisholm on the 11. He sits in 2nd. Let's see if we can figure out. Oh, here's a replay of the start again, Jeff. That's Anstey's view.
Yeah, look how tight that is. Now Bogle, he might have gone down right there and
suffered a mechanical because of that
maybe
contact?
I mean, the bike looked like it was still running. Oh, here we go. Bogle gets off to the side.
He knew something was wrong, didn't he?
And I wonder if maybe a brake rotor or something like that didn't get broken.
Well, you see Nicoletti cutting to the inside of those tough boxes there, Jeff. Nicoletti's all the way back in 12th.
No problem for Oldenburg, though. He is out front doing what he needs to do. Blows and Moss, a couple of teammates.
Oldenburg, 28 years old, from Minnesota, but he lives in Texas. 69 career AMA 250 Supercross starts. No wins to his credit. He raced both 250 and 450 during the 2022 season.
Now, McElrath was really quick in the heat race. He's made some moves. He's up to 4th, guarding the insides right now. Look at that. Oh, that's Seeley.
Seeley on the 200, yep.
Yeah, the motor. Oh, he's got his clutchy. The clutch perch, where the clutch lever is attached to, got bent up or down, so he's had to adjust out. Let's see what happens right here. Oh, he has to check up, and he gets in the back of Tanti. And then just, goes down. Well, the good thing is he's got 2 more races here in this GP.
There's a look at it from behind.
Yeah, right here. Watch this. Bam!
Kind of jumped right into him, huh?
I mean, that's part of it. I mean, in that situation, I guess the only choice he could have done was gone wide, try to ride the wide line.
Working the last lap. Mitchell Oldenburg has led every one of the laps here in GP number 1 for SX2. Here he is out front. Oldenburg on his way.
Now, McElrath is the fastest rider on course, 47 flat. Oldenburg, 47.4, but great start, great positions out here, doing his own things. Got almost a 4-second lead. He's got to feel good about this. Man, this is the way to start it out, right?
Oh, you know it. Coming to the checkers. GP race number 1 for SX2. History is made. It will show it was won by Mitchell Oldenburg. Blos, Moss, McElrath, and Dylan Walsh will be the top 5. GP race number 1 sees the checkers.
Wow, that happens fast, Ralph.
Sure does.
6 quick laps, and we're only 47 second lap time. 6
And a good
laps.
night for Moto Concepts as they take GP race number 1 in SX2.
Mitchell, before you came into London, you had gotten excited about the NFL playing the game in London. You said, if I win, I'm going to the NFL game. I brought my Green Bay Packers jersey. Does this count as that win?
Yeah, that's tomorrow, so we're focused on tonight. Just got to execute the starts, get away from the chaos. There's a lot of guys out there going really fast, and just try to get away from it and keep it risk-free.
All right, Mitchell's in a hurry to get back to the podium. Guys, they have a quick turnaround during these resets. A lot of these bikes, you'll see riders trying to cool them down, mechanics trying to get their riders a splash of water, new gloves, maybe even a new helmet. This is a big moment, so Mitchell will be getting back to the line.
Yeah, Jeff, just about 3 minutes or so.
Yeah, it's pretty quick. And take a look at these race highlights. Gate drop. You have 22 of the best 250 Supercross riders in the world. And watch the other rider. See the lines crossing, going inside, outside? That tight section right there is so difficult. The 180s leaving up. That's McElrath making a move, trying to work his way up. He's about mid-pack up the start. And of course, this incident with Seeley, that's going to cost him big time. He's going to be bummed about that. Another look at it from the onboard camera facing back, but no problems for Mitchell Oldenburg. He lights the candles here.
Yeah, he did.
I've always wanted to say that, Ralph.
Well,
I never call them
Welcome
finishes.
to the club.
That's right.
Well, here they go, ready to go. Drop the gate again. First to the quarter, Anstey trying to get the whole shot on the inside. Max has it, but then he gets squeezed out quickly by Wilson Todd on the 20.
Chisholm was second in race 1. Now he's down in the first turn. Total carnage.
Just as you called for it, Jeff. And it's Todd out front with Anstey right on his tail. Anstey gets inside, bringing the crowd to life here as Max goes to the front of the field here in GP race number 2.
The Genuine Honda team has to be happy. They've got Anstey and Todd both out front here.
And here comes Derek Kelly on the 41, giving chase along with the 66 of Chris Blos. Blos now up to 3rd on his Kawasaki as he gets around the outside of that berm turn.
Oh, big crash.
Piling in there, that's the 48 machine of Mitchell Oldenburg.
Oh, so he won
Wins race 1.
Oh,
and he's hurting.
Yeah, look, something there on his lower back. He want to slam that dirt, but I mean, this is what's so crazy.
Watch it again, Jeff.
Okay, watch for the red bike right here. Does he try to? Oh, he goes to triple in.
Oh man!
And that's the dangerous side there. He should not have tripled. Watch right here. He's got to know that these riders are going to go inside there. You got it. It was a big mistake by Oldenburg. And
he landed on it.
More than likely, that just cost him the British Grand Prix win.
Yeah.
It did.
As he landed into Derek Kelly on the 41, and you can see that he rolled over and landed right on his back.
And see the riders going inside. What I talked about, like Oldenburg rode race 1 out front. He rode whatever lines he wanted. Now,
Todd holding on here in second.
No, Despry just put him wide.
Oh, here comes Blos. Blos right there with him, bar to bar through that section. The 66 on the inside.
Sliding
trying to push
around.
him back another spot. Inside of the next corner.
Todd can't hold this right now. The best he's got is if he can square him back up and accelerate back down. Not quite enough. And what's going to be difficult about this track is there's a lot of little stones, a lot of little pebbles, marbles, if you will, that are on the bottom of the bowl turns. And some of those 180s, if you try to cut inside, going in, or try to cut down, coming out of the turn, you're going to hit some of those marbles, and it's going to be really slippery.
Wilson Todd, a 24-year-old from Queensland, Australia, a 9-time Australian motocross champion at a variety of different levels. And there's a 141 of Despry, who's trying to catch up to Anstey right now. Despry, 28 years old, from France. He's a 2021 French MX1 Motocross and SX1 Supercross champion.
Well, right now, Ralph, Desperay is the fastest rider on the track, a 47 flat. Yeah, he was 0.3 of a second quicker than Anstey. I mean, the Yamaha riders totally came alive.
Anstey's going to need the home crowd to get behind him here, give him some encouragement as McElrath on the 12 comes from 4th and closes up on Chris Bloss in a great battle to get that final spot on the podium here for race number 2. Here they come flying into your screen.
Here comes McElrath on the inside. Is it going to be enough?
He's got him. McElrath takes over 3rd.
I'm telling you, McElrath is quick also. I wouldn't be surprised if his...
Desperay looking to get inside, but Anstey pedals past.
1 to go.
Final lap here in GP race number 2. Max Anstey trying to get in front of the hometown crowd here in Wales. The British rider out front.
And you want to hear the crowd go nuts. If Anstey comes across that finish line first, he is going to light it up. He has got so many family and friends here in Cardiff. Now, Desperay was really good in the 3rd sector. The French rider riding for GSM Yamaha. He's close, but is he close enough?
Trying to work his way to the checkers. A couple of bike lengths out in front of Desperay. Final big turn. GP race number 2 goes to Max Anstey.
That is a very popular win here in Cardiff. You know, Anstey Anstey once raced a long time ago. He raced a 65cc in this same stadium.
If he wins the overall tonight, those boys are headed straight to the tattoo shop to get a 99 added.
Oh yeah,
right?
Yeah, right.
Well, we might stop at the pub on their way there, though. Anstey, Desperay, McElrath, Bloss, and Wilson Todd, your top 5 GP race number 2.
Max, how does being in front of the hometown crowd influence your racing?
Oh, it's great. It's great to be here. It's all about the start. It's short, intense racing, so get behind me. I'm going to come out swinging in this last one.
Taking a look at our highlights here, Jeff. Anstey was on the right, just 3 riders in on the gates.
Yeah, I mean, you've got 22 riders, and let's get all 22 riders in about a 22-foot wide space. Yeah, that's part of Supercross. That's why being good off the start is so important. But this moment, Oldenburg, I mean, ended up, man, he was back. Yeah, I think he was outside the top 15. That was mega right there. But this whole section right here, if you ride it normally, it's pretty easy section. But here's when Maxime Desperay goes by into 2nd.
Anstey taking the win.
Anstey takes the win, yeah. And I'm telling you, this is it for these 250 riders in the SX2. This is their last chance to get a race win here at the British Grand Prix and possibly put themselves on top of the podium.
Here we go, race number 3. Let's drop the gate. Who's going to be first to the corner?
Oh, Oldenburg.
Inside, Oldenburg with the lead.
And he blocked everybody out there. He went from the inside all the way to the outside to make sure he secures that. This is a replay of race 1, but not race 2 for Oldenburg.
You see Drake coming through. He got knocked off course.
Dylan
There's
Walsh,
a
another
53
good start.
Walsh, yep. And he's got Seeley right there to his right on the 200. Here comes Cole.
Yeah, Seeley had, and he just clips him.
Down he goes.
Uh-oh.
And it looks like he might have had somebody run right over his hand, if I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, he clipped Seeley right here. Watch they go in, and Walsh just did not give him enough room right there. Seeley wanted to make sure that he did.
Yeah, somebody went right into
that
his
was
arm.
possibly Bogle. Watch right here. Bam, runs right over his right hand. Oh,
that hurts.
That hurts. No doubt about it. Well, Oldenburg, Seeley, Moss, Bogle.
Oldenburg looking for 2 wins here in the 3 GPs.
McElrath, who was so fast in race 2, once again started outside of the top 10. The starts have just not been there.
Let's watch this off the start from Anstey. Didn't get the start he needed, Jeff.
Just did not. And then it puts him on the outside in turn 2, so you just get totally blocked out. I mean, he's behind McElrath right there.
As everybody chases Mitchell Oldenburg. There's Bogle on that 891, trying to get around Moss up the inside, and he's got it.
Yeah, and he ended up having to jump through the whoop section right there. But look who's also coming along with him. You've got Tonti. Moss makes a mistake that costs him again, loses another position. It's going to put him back to 5th.
Bogle sees Seeley just in front of him.
Oh, he gets Brown gets by, so things really starting to unravel for the riders. Were knocking these tough boxes around, and so the track crew and the officials had to say, okay, you've got to go around these, and we don't want these things getting moved around in front of the riders.
And you saw Oldenburg went way around it, and Seeley cut tight. Seeley continues to ride in 2nd here, trying to give chase.
How about Carson Brown, the American rider, sitting in 5th? He's number 910 on the Yamaha. Him and Tonti are definitely battling it out here. Just a couple laps left to go. 401 of Jace Owen. He was your fastest qualifier earlier today, but has not been able to execute the starts to put him in a position to win.
Tonti, just 26 years old, from New South Wales, Australia.
1 to go. Last lap. Oldenburg won the first one, crashed out the second one, looking like he's got a chance to win the third one. It's going to be interesting to see where the points stack up and where he's at the end of this race.
He should be in great shape with 2 wins, although he had a horrible finish in race number 2. Oldenburg wheeling into the whoops here.
Oldenburg and on that Moto Concepts Honda American race team, they are going to be really happy with the performance of this rider.
Alessi, the checkered flag, there it is. Mitchell Oldenburg wins GP Super Final number 3 here at the British Grand Prix at SX2. Seeley will finish in 2nd, Tonti 3rd, Carson Brown will get 4th, and American Shane McElrath will round out the top 5.
Wow, 3 final races, 3 GP races that stack up to give you the British Grand Prix. That's what the super final looks like. Let's see how it all stacks up after this.
There you see it, Oldenburg, Seeley, Tonti, Brown, and McElrath, and it's Bogle, Kelly, Bloss, Owen, and Anstey in the top 10.
Definitely a happy Mitchell Oldenburg, but taking the overall on the night. Shane McElrath, consistency paying here in Cardiff.
Man, that was tough. It's 3 terrible starts, and man, praise God, this is minimal progress, and I got my brother out here. We're traveling the globe, so guy's been good to us. Rick Ware's up in the stands. I'm sure I'll see him somewhere by the podium. And Rick Ware Racing number 12 and Summit Racing, man, fly 100%. Man, God is good.
Having 3 finals is like 3 shots at trying to win a race.
Well, with 3 finals, you have to perform in every single race.
It's nice that you got 3 finals in case you make a mistake in one and your whole night's not over. You got a chance to rebound.
But it also gives 3 chances to win.
More opportunities for us to win, get on the box.
So if you're having a good night and you've got really good starts, it can be an amazing time.
You have to be 100% ready because it's very physically demanding.
It's going to take its toll on the guys. I think round 3, people will start to show some wear.
It's short, very intense. It's going to make for some good battles.
For a fan's point of view, it's super exciting seeing 3 gate drops. The shorter races are more intense.
You're going to see tight, intense racing and more jam-packed.
More gate drops, which means more action for the fans.
The racing's going to be tight.
It's going to bring a whole different stadium vibe.
Couldn't ask for a more exciting show as a fan.
They have brought the best riders in the world from around the globe together to Cardiff, Wales for the first ever running of the British GP, and it is about to become history. Get ready for the gate drop as history is made in Wales. First hole shot's going to go to Roxon.
Savatgy got there first.
Tomac inside.
Oh.
He's in second. Savatgy's in third on the 17, and here comes the rest of the pack.
Well, here they are. The two fastest lap time riders that have been here today, and once again they are back out front. It's going to be all-out battle. Roxon out front, Tomac in second.
Arguably the two quickest riders in the world, running 1 and 2 in GP race number 1 here in Cardiff. Roxon, Tomac, Savatgy, Brayton, Friese, the top 5 right now. It's the German rider out in front.
8 laps here for race 1. Going to be so quick. It's a little bit longer than the heat race. And you got to wonder also, now that we have seen Roxon uncork the, well, let's go back to the start.
Savatgy
probably looks like it's on board with Savatgy. He gets in there first, nobody in front of him, but he goes just a little bit wide. And there's Roxon out front. And then Tomac sneaks by also. So, the quad is still in play. That may be what it's going to take for Roxon to win this main event at the end of that rhythm section. So,
Kenny just ran the fastest lap so far, Jeff, with a 46.030.
Oh, another rider down. Not sure who that is.
And don't forget, Roxon won race number 1 in the AMA 450 Supercross season opener, the famed Anaheim 1 this year. He only ran 9 races and then stepped away from the series after Daytona back in March at Bike Week.
That was Jordy Tixey, had the French rider that went down with the, oh, there it is, there's the quad.
And it opens up a gap as you hear the crowd come to life here.
So he goes from a, so he goes to a 45.7.
There's Roxon! Unbelievable! He nails the quad and then loses it coming out of a slow corner. Unreal.
Just pushing the limits of that genuine Honda. Watch right here. Just loses some traction with that front tire. He's like, oh, no, no, no. He got it. Nope, I don't got it. Just sets the fastest single lap that anyone has set all day long. Cloud, 18. Luke Cloud is down. We've got the red cross flags, yellow flags. He's off the track safely. Now the riders have to roll all the jumps through this section. Then after they get past the red cross flags, they can jump again.
Meanwhile, Tomac checking out as he had the lead just handed to him by Ken Roxon. Oh, and Savatgy's down right at the finish line jump.
Well, and that is a very tricky place because he has to go up and over. He has to go up and over that metal ramp. He's going to have to, he's going to go back around it. Try to find a safe.
Here he is, right there, second rider in the line there.
Oh, he catches. Just, there are a couple little acceleration bumps. Where
how did Brayton get through there?
Yeah, I think Brayton had to roll the finish line jump also. Let's go on board. Gets it all wrong, slams down. Well, now here's where the 3 GP final races, okay, this is where this could come into play and work in Roxon's favor.
Roxon looking to get inside on Brayton right here in the bull turn. Got it. Put Roxon in third.
Okay.
Now he sets sail after Friese.
So up to third, possibly a second, but then you still have 2 more races to go. This was one main event. Tomac checked out, right? Okay, let's take a look. Oh, Cloud over the bars.
Oh, man.
He collects.
Was that Nicoletti?
And
he quads it again.
And he's got it dialed, Ralph.
He does.
That time was clean.
And you can see how much ground he gained on Friese as well.
So Roxon just set the fastest lap by about a second over anyone else.
But we've said all night long that Vince Friese is not easy to pass. He does not give up quickly. He's going to fight for everything here.
Yeah,
let's see.
So last lap, if you're Roxon, second is as good as the first in this one. It really is. And he's got the speed on Friese. Let's see if he skims the whoops, goes wide.
Maybe he uses the quad again.
If he quads, he needs to jump to the inside, which is really risky.
Here's Tomac with a 5-second lead on Friese. checkered flag, and it's going to be Tomac, Freese, and Roczen in that order. So Roczen runs out of time, doesn't get a shot at Freese, and instead of getting that much-needed second, he's going to have to settle for third here in GP race number 1.
Yeah, and Tomac was up to a 7.5-second lead. He obviously backed it down a little bit. It was only 4.5 at the end, but I'm really impressed with the rider in third, King Roczen. What a way, after making that small mistake, he really has, he's fast guy on the track.
Boy, was he ever. And the wild card rider, Eli Tomac on that Star Racing Yamaha, ends up taking the win in GP race number 1. And a hard get-off for Luke Clout, ends up 20th here tonight in race 1. Well, here it is again, in case you missed anything in our highlights.
And watch, look at that, Roczen wheeling all the way the first turn. Sabachi, great off the starts, goes just a tad bit wide. Roczen takes advantage of that. Tomac says, uh-oh.
Boy, that quad is such an advantage.
And then Roczen says, uh-oh.
Such a...
Almost saved it. You got to give it to him. That was so close right there. And Tomac's like, okay, thank you very much. This hard base with a lot of loose dirt on top after the WSX track crew went out and fixed it, and that's what can happen. It looks good, but it's a little loose on top. Now
and here's Clout.
Something happened because the front wheel just dropped on him. Like, it's like he hit neutral possibly and just went over the bars.
And lighting the candles is Eli Tomac as he takes the win in WSX GP number 1. Watching from the onboard camera, this is what it looks like if you want to run a World Supercross event. How aggressive the competition can be.
Ooh. Mistakes can cost you in Supercross. Watch Roczen with the lead. Oh, goes down. Sets the fastest lap of the night and then goes down. Still got 2 more chances, though. That's how we do it in WSX.
Perfect all the way up until that moment right there. Here we go. Race number 2 underway. Roczen again trying to get the whole shot. Guarding that inside line. He's
Freese.
got it once again. Nope, it's going to be Freese. You're right.
Subaru's in there.
Where's Roczen?
Freddie Noren also on the Suzuki right there. The 61 with another good start.
There's Roczen deeper in the field on the 94, right alongside of Tomac. Those two battling for the overall win as well as a win here in race number 2.
Once again, 8 laps.
Tomac trying to pull away, move up to the field, put a couple of riders between him and Ken.
Got past Escoffier, the French rider, so that's going to put Tomac up to 4th. Roczen gets by. I mean, they're here for business. To me, Tomac and Roczen are the guys to be here tonight. Now they find themselves, they have to do something they haven't done yet, and that's work their way through the pack while being wheel to wheel, okay?
They're the guys to beat tonight and everywhere else they show up, Jeff.
And how about Freese, second in that race 1?
Here's your start of the replay of the start.
Fastest lap, Roczen, that time around was a 47.0.
Subaru on the Kawasaki. Oh, Roczen going after Tomac.
Subaru's trying to make the move on Freese right now. Look how wide that is.
Goes right up next to him. Doesn't get into him, got right up alongside. Subaru, you right with him through the rhythm lane. Can he get inside?
Here comes Tomac.
He's going to go after Subaru. Cedric with his hands full right here. Vince Freese has never won anything, Jeff, in the Premier Class except 6 last chance qualifiers. Can he win race number 2 here at the British GP?
Let's see if Subaru's can hold Tomac off. No, Tomac goes by through the rhythm section. Tomac I caught him looking over his right shoulder. He wants to know where Roczen's at.
Freese's going to protect this. His shot at the biggest win of his career just halfway away. 8 laps, 4 of them to go. Here comes Tomac chasing after Vince Freese. Freese knows he's there. Protecting the inside line, forcing Tomac to the outside.
Tomac to the inside, he's got it.
Yep.
Oh no, he did get
Freese comes back. hits the two tabletops, and back into the lead goes Vince Friese.
Here comes Roczen. Is he going to quad to the inside and put himself into third? Oh, he slams Supercross.
Friese trying to maintain the lead, trying to make that Honda as wide as he can. Tomac says, not wide enough, Vince. Here he comes past. The number 3 is back into the lead here in Cardiff. Now, how about Roczen? There he sits on the 94. He's up next for Friese to deal with.
Okay, so now Tomac's got a clear track. See, Friese not jumping that quad out that turn. That's going to cost him a little bit. Now, can Roczen uncork the quad at the end of the rhythm section before the finish line turn? Can he jump it to the inside, or does he have to go wide? Switches back to Friese's. Oh, no, he's just going to try to go for the block
pass. But he tries to go inside, and he's got him. Roczen moves up to second. Now, does he have anything for Tomac? Just a couple laps remaining here in race number 2. Tomac and Roczen run 1 and 2.
Oh, look at these inside lines right here. Roczen going inside. He hasn't done that on ice. So skatey, so slippery right there. Tomac out front. He's got a clear track, but Roczen has shown that he can set the fastest lap time.
And now's when he needs to uncork that quad, Jeff. Next couple of laps, he's going to have to do it each time through there if he wants a shot at Tomac, who hasn't done the quad yet tonight, right?
Yeah, and does he need to do it to win? We're going to find out right here. Triple, here we go. Seat bounce, boom.
He did it.
The fans here in Cardiff are loving it. They're just responding on that side of the stadium. They're just loving it. So now we look at the lap times. Last lap, Tomac was a 46 flat, Roczen a 46.4, even jumping that. Now, is it these line choice on these flat turns? Is it something else that Tomac is doing? He's pulling away still.
See if Roczen decides to send it on the quad again this time. Full commitment out of Ken Roczen here tonight, no doubt about it. Here's your point standings. Tomac leads it by 7 over Roczen as they run. Ken needs to win this one if he wants a shot at the overall British GP win.
Well, and the problem, Ralph, is he's doing all the obstacles on the track that he needs to do. So where do you make up time? Well, you make up time in all the turns in the flat sections, but that's where it's the most dangerous. That's where it's the easiest to make a mistake. Once you lean the bike over, you get on the side of the tire. That's when you push the front end like he did. That's when you accelerate and slide out exiting a turn. So right now, Tomac has put himself in a position where he doesn't have to do anything special. Roczen has to do something special if he wants to get back in it here, because Tomac is working on a perfect GP here.
He's mistake-free, and that's been the difference for Eli. He's fast, obviously, but the mistake-free runs making all the difference. Tomac takes the checkers once again here in GP race number 2. He has been perfect so far in the GPs.
Well, he's just been mistake-free, but he had to work for that one. Didn't get the start he needed, but a bad start in the third and final race could really cost Tomac big time, especially if Roczen gets out front.
Wow. Eli Tomac, Star Racing Yamaha rider on the wild card entry, leading it all so far as he swept the first 2 GP races here in Cardiff tonight. Tomac, Roczen, Friese, Supercross with a nice run to 4th, and Savacci will take a top 5. Here's your replay, Jeff, as we get this one queued up for you.
Uh-oh, that's Wilson.
Dean Wilson down hard.
Uh-oh, lifting the shoulder a little bit. The body language isn't good here, so let's see.
Quite yet.
Oh, okay, this is Wilson.
Dean.
Oh, he's going to clip the, he clips the back there of Jack Brunel, the British rider.
And now I know why he was holding his shoulder, because he landed right on it, that left shoulder.
On the gate, I like him being on the inside right here because we've really shown that when that gate drops, everyone gets to the first turn, they rush in there, everyone's pushing wide, he's able to sneak around on the inside.
All right, there goes the 30-second board sideways. Get ready. Anytime within 5 seconds, we're ready to drop the gate. Tomac trying to get the whole hole shot. He's in front of Roxon. He will not be the first one to the hole shot line. That'll be Brayton. Brayton is in front. Here he comes. Oh, and Freezy gets a wheel in front of Tomac.
Oh, and you got to wonder, where is Ken Roxon, number 94 in the Genuine Honda?
Savachi right alongside on the 17.
Oh, Roxon's 10th. Roxon's 10th.
Oh, man, he's got a lot of work to do, Jeff. A lot of work.
Yeah, but Brayton and Freezy, with those Moto Concept Hondas out front, they have been looking great. Is it possible that one of them take the win here in this 12-lap super final? A little bit longer, 4 more laps to go.
Well, the one thing we know is an extra couple of laps won't hurt Tomac. He is as fit as any athlete in the world on a dirt bike.
And look at everybody just inside through this S-turn section. My, how it has changed from qualifying power. Here comes Tomac.
Ryan Brees was one of the riders down in there. Freezy back inside, not done yet. Tomac has to battle along on the outside, beat him through that whoop section to get the position back from him. That'll move Tomac into second, and he's got Brayton, the Daytona winner, now in front of him.
Savachi Escoffier round out the top 5. Roxon up to 7th. He's going to have some more time to work through the pack here, but unless he makes something happen quickly, or Brayton is really stingy with his lead, Tomac has shown he has the ability to go to the front and check out. Easy Savachi trying it up, not quite close enough to Freezy. Notice the different line here. You've got Brayton jumping through the whoops, Tomac skimming across the tops of the whoops. Neither one of these riders.
Tomac inside, new leader.
That was just too easy. I got to be critical, like, come on, Brayton, this is for the win. You know, he just left the door wide open, and that's one thing about this track here tonight. It's about 3 feet wider than most Supercross tracks, so those 180-degree turns, like right here, it's just wide open, just so much room to execute the block pass like Tomac did right there.
Well, and to Eli's credit, he has a lot of respect for Justin. He ran him deep up into there, but he didn't get into him, Jeff.
Yeah, and you got to wonder, maybe Brayton's like, look, I'm trying to stay in my comfort zone. There's one main event left here, one race. And just want to keep it safe. I want to be consistent.
And here comes Roxon, number 94, up on the inside here. It's around Escoffier. He's got a long ways to go yet.
Well, so Roxon now 6.5 seconds behind your leader, Tomac.
Quick guys coming through, and Brayton really pushing it through here. He knows Savachi's on his tail. Only a couple of laps remaining here at the British Grand Prix for 2022.
Roxon's made his way past Freezy. You're going to see him just on the right side of your screen, coming into view right about there.
What can Joey do on Brayton here? Over the finish line jump.
And 2 to go. Brayton's riding that wide bike, being really stingy with those inside lines.
Well, he's not giving him up as easy as he did to Tomac earlier, is he?
Nah, don't leave the door open, that's for sure. Really slippery track. A couple of ruts out there, really easy to make a mistake. Tomac out front, he is so focused. Savachi fighting hard for Rick Ware Racing. That white machine running third, trying to get past the Moto Concepts Honda of Brayton. Oh, did he leave the door open? Nope. Oh, here we go.
Inside, takes him high, and he's now moved himself into second place in front of Justin Brayton.
That was a good move. He just stayed on Brayton, just kept the pressure on, and Brayton once again just leave the door open just a tad bit right there.
Last lap.
Savachi took advantage of it.
Last lap here at the British Grand Prix. Eli Tomac has run all 3 Grand Prix races perfectly here tonight.
Yeah, taking a little look over at the crowd, the fans here in Cardiff. I mean, Got to think this is the best Supercross rider in the world at this point.
No doubt, maybe the best dirt bike rider in the world, period.
Yeah, he's proved it.
For Eli Tomac, he will have his 38th career win in World Supercross competition as he takes the victory here at the British Grand Prix. He is 4th all-time behind James Stewart with 51, Chad Reed with 44, Ryan Villapoto with 41, and just in front of the great Ryan Dungey, who has 34.
Seen a lot of camaraderie and respect for each other right there between the riders. I mean, Tomac, what a role he's been on. He's never going to forget 2022.
He's not going to want it to end, I can tell you that.
Right, right.
He's the only guy who's going to hate singing New Year's Eve.
Yeah, there we go. Right there.
And he knows he had to deal with Ken Roxon. Ken was tough all night long. If it wasn't for that one little mistake, it might have been a different outcome for Kenny Roxon here tonight in Cardiff. Eli Tomac, the American who comes over as a wild card, brings his Star Racing Yamaha, this monster-backed machine with him. He takes the win. Joey Savacci gets second for Rick Ware. What a great night for Rick Ware Racing.
Allowed you to find the consistency necessary to take this overall?
Well, I mean, that first start I actually had my best start there, and then the rest of the motos, you know, I had to make the passes there, make some block passes, and overall just a perfect night that way. Track was very technical night, very slick. As you saw, you know, we were moving around, sliding around, but all I got to say is thank you, Cardiff. This is very special for us to come here, and great night for us.
Well, history was made. As we said here tonight at the beginning of the show, about 100 years ago, motocross was born, known as a scramble, about 3 hours south of here. And here tonight, the first ever round of the World Supercross Championship is now in the books, and it will say Eli Tomac, American, the winner of the first ever World Supercross Championship. For Joseph Allen, Kristen Beat, and Jeff Emick, I'm Ralph Shaheen. So long from Cardiff. Congratulations, Eli Tomac.
Supercross should be showcased around the world. The World Supercross Championship is something I've dreamed of for years and years.
The real deal. The World Supercross Championship is awesome.
The World Supercross Championship is unreal.
Unique.
The future of the sport.
Freaking awesome.
The World Supercross Championship is here. Well, here they go, ready to go. Drop the gate again. First to the corner, Anstey trying to get the whole shot on the inside. Max has it. Checker flag, and Max Anstey.
Just gonna get it done. That has
to be number one. Yes, rocks into the top of the board.
An opportunity for fans to see our riders and our team.
Couldn't ask for a more exciting show.
Get ready for the gate drop as history is made in Wales. Tomac takes the checkers once again. Eli Tomac, he will have his 38th career win, fully global and around the world.